Nevada. The first newspaper in the county was published in Nevada in 1857. The first church in Nevada was established in 1856. C.J. Gauger was chairman of the Square Dancing Committee with John Gildersleeve, Carlos Reichert, Max Hansen, and John Greiner, the other members of the committee. Throughout the winter, the rural township held past All-Stars basketball tournaments under the direction of a committee consisting of Norman Severson and the coaches of the schools of Story County. The Nevada High School Alumni Centennial Reunion was under the direction of Marvin Smith Sr. as president of the Alumni Association. The Story County High School Centennial Basketball Tournament was under the direction of Vernal Jones and School Administrators Association. Down at the 4-H grounds at the big outdoor stage erected for the Centennial pageant and other programs. The organist is arranging the music, and the people are beginning to gather for the Sunday non-denominational convocation service on June 14th under the sponsorship of the Story County Ministerial Association. The massed choirs of the church choirs of Story County was under the direction of Don Boyd of Roland. Lauren Rosheim was the accompanist, and Mrs. J. Neal Radabaugh was the organist. Roland's men's choir, now forming on the stage, was also under the direction of Don Boyd of Roland. The invocation was given by Reverend D.L. Jacobson of Ames. Scripture reading by Reverend D.D. Eller of Ziering was followed by a prayer by Reverend A.E. Wilkins of Ames. The convocation message, entitled Pacts or Chains, was presented by Dr. Frederick T. Mills, who is the grandson of one of the first families to settle in Story County. This is Mrs. Harry Ambrose, who wrote the words to the Centennial Anthem, sung to the tune of the Battle Hymn of the Republic by the massed choir and the audience. The benediction was presented by Father John Ryan of Nevada. Reverend J.D. Ransom of Nevada was the chairman of the convocation. There is Nevada's Nell McNichols of the Nevada Evening Journal. She was very busy meeting old friends and preparing the news during the Centennial, and wrote much of the publicity on the Centennial that was published in the Journal during the 2 years of planning this event. These pictures are taken at the playground across the street from the high school, where the entries in the pet parade are being assembled. This parade was held Monday morning, June 15th. It was sponsored by the Alpha Upsilon chapter of the Beta Sigma Phi sorority of professional businesswomen. Any kind of pet was eligible for entry, and the entries included a wide variety of livestock, such as dogs and cats, Horses and ponies, sheep, rabbits, and chickens. There's a bright-looking entry. And there's another. I don't know who's going to go fishing, the boy or the dog. The girls of the sorority registered the entries and provided them with identification numbers with the assistance of many of the mothers. The judging of the entries was at the Main Street judging stand, but it was impossible to get individual pictures of the winners after the judging, so we'll point out the various winners as good pictures of them appears. Rosalie Betts, with her cage of kittens, was awarded the prize for the best costume. David Morris, the Indian on a horse, was winner in the horse division. And Johnny Schultz, with his three-legged cat, was a winner in the furry animal class, and Stephen Donnellan in the long-haired dog class. Catherine O'Donnell and her pony was another winner in the pony and horse division. This rabbit in a hat held by Perry Ambrose was another winner in the furry animal class. Well, here they come around the corner into Main Street with the Colo High School band leading the parade. And look at them march. This is Catherine Wheelock, one of the sponsoring club. They're in their glory, aren't they? Well, here, Dad helped Junior keep everything happy. That's it. That's the way, Dad. Ines Van Sickle helps get the ponies and horses started off. Billy Fagerberg is keeping a watchful eye on the pony entries. The Nevada Junior Band. Now they'll take some really fancy steps in just a minute, so you watch. See that? Virginia Beerswall has custody of the dog section. Kenneth Weir was another winner in the pony class. Patsy Pogue and her two goats. Marvin Smith III and